What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday, joyful Friday. What a beautiful day to be alive. What a beautiful day to be here with you all. Looking forward to this session. Really looking forward to this session over here. We're going to kick it off. That's right, Gemma. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. I'm glad you're here now. For whatever reason, the Google algorithm has set you forth here to this wonderful, unique community. The best place you will find on the internet for many different reasons. Amongst them is our analysis and our macro. Not some macro guy, but real macro. We do it all over here. We do it all. We work hard because we have no choice but to stay on the right side of the markets. We don't have the liberty or the luxury to be wrong with other people's money. We are trying to change the world and the future. That's what we do. Let's get into it. No sound. Oh, got sound now. All right, I don't know. I saw some random comment over there. I wanted to make sure that we got it. Look at that. That's awesome. Thank you all for, if you're new here, just go ahead and click that subscribe. Get going over here so that you start seeing more of these videos. It really is life-changing for myself, for yourself. It could be if you put in the time and in the work. Let's take a look at what's going on this morning. Let's get into it. Alan, everybody, wonderful to see you. What a joy to see you. We got a fun session ahead. It's Friday. I love our Friday sessions. We have a training session directly after at 10:30 Eastern time, which is going to be the best training session to date. That says a lot. Of the past month have been absolutely incredible. The year before that is a treasure trove of information and knowledge. Anyway, I can't wait. I cannot wait for it. So I'm excited about it. That's why I'm talking about it. We have the equity markets. Let's find out how the flow goes today. Let's see where the markets take me, and we're going to use it all as some learning experiences to find out what's going on. All right. First things first, right? I looked at the overnight report, right? Calm returns, futures rebound as yields drop after historic pounding. Now, if you watched yesterday's afternoon update over here, this was a macro update, right? Do I think the sell-off continues? Stock market dumps hard after the move up. And I went on this beautiful rant, right? While I was in the car, I recorded a couple of minutes of audio, this beautiful rant explaining what was going on. Someone's like, yeah, the audio. You got to fix the audio, bro. If you can't filter out noise to get the signal, this information is shared for free out of love. This information is shared for free out of love. You're not going to find it anywhere else. There are other fantastic sources you need to consult all the time. That's the only way you put it all together is by consulting various sources for sure. Anyway, in this video, I talked about, listen, yeah, as everyone is all of a sudden focused on rates are coming into resistance. I expect at that point, they're either going to consolidate or spike back down. Could they break up? Of course. And if they break through resistance, at that point, they could start going quicker and higher at a rapid pace. But into heavy resistance, this is heavy resistance over there. We're looking for the pullback. What happens next? Well, I don't know. Let's figure it out. Let's let the market tell us. We'll follow the market. How long this little bit of a reprieve will last? I don't know. Let's see what happens. There's some things that I want to get into later that I want to talk about, like this over here. I have not had the opportunity yet to sit down and see what's going on over here, but it seems like something that's very important. There are just like little things that are slipped in there every once in a while. And it's just by pure luck if you happen to see them. That's how I feel I'm a very lucky guy. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time often. But this is something that I want to pay attention to. Maybe next week we'll talk about it if I have the time over the weekend to look at it. But Janet, there'll never be another crisis in our lifetime. Yellen, former Fed chair, now the U.S. Treasury Secretary. But wait, what? How does that make? Anyway, she's calling for the IMF SDR. Why is she calling for the IMF SDRs? Is the International Monetary Fund have anything to do with the United States government? That's weird, right? And guess what? Congress has no say in the matter because the central bankers, they're above the government, elected government officials. We all know that. Either which way, this is something that has piqued my interest. If you want to find it, it's on Zero Hedge right now. It's at the top. If you go to the top over there, you could find it over here. It's something I have bookmarked. I'll take a look at it. If it's worth sharing, I'm going to share it with you. Jordan, don't we need more dollars in the system? Oh my goodness. Stefan, brother, hold what more over 30% of all dollars in creation were printed last year. Over 30%. We don't know how many because there's no public ledger, right? You can't run a node on the digital dollar. Yeah, it's already digital. It's all just numbers, zeros and ones. Remember, Powell? Yeah, well, we don't really print it. We just add more zeros, Powell, right? Stefan, let's talk about it. Let me jump ship over here. Let me go over and focus on something that does not. Anyway, here we got Stefan tweeting this morning. Love the interaction that took place on Twitter. Love it all, conquering the markets all day long. Listen, bro. Like, how do we? First of all, this is misleading. A lot of people could be misled. Pre-COVID versus today. So, all right, pre-COVID, let's go to the last day of the year of 2019. Well, that's not pre-COVID. I'm smarter than that. I was in the markets. I remember what was going on. Why? Why do I remember what's going on? Because before the markets fell apart, on this channel, we were talking about the fact that the virus was spreading in China, how it was going to become a pandemic, and how it was going to affect the world economy before it happened. The only other place or source that I know that was happening was Macro Voices. And I have to give an enormous shout out to Macro Voices. The only other person that was on point like that was on Macro Voices. Nowhere else. All right. So, but by the way, this is February the 19th. Markets trading at all-time highs before the market started pricing in what's going on. What was oil trading at back then? Right? February the 19th. Oil's trading at $50. So why are they cherry picking data and a date when oil's into the trendline resistance over there back in 2019 when coronavirus wasn't even a thing? This is pre-COVID over here into the middle of February. Why are they cherry picking data here to show you? Oh, though, look at the price of oil back then. Are you kidding me? This was a very important tweet that Big Gain Shane went ahead and brought to my attention yesterday. I went ahead and retweeted it. Pomp was on fire yesterday. Anthony Pompolano absolutely crushing it. Inflation is not 2%. And if you claim it is, you're part of the problem. Absolutely 100% correct. Now, everyone who was in that deflationary camp, right? Back when the Fed did that enormous bazooka, $4.1 trillion bazooka. And I'm like, that's uber asset inflationary. From day one, uber asset inflationary. And then you had like some guys, what's his name? Metro Steven with the paper hat on, and he's like, QE is deflationary. And then you have Raoul Pal's deflationary. And then you have Brent Johnson is deflationary. And now these guys today are like, okay, it was inflationary. But I think all those trades are wrong. And eventually I'm going to be right. Right? No one's arguing whether or not we're seeing inflation. And if you're still arguing about whether or not we're seeing inflation, you're just completely missing the boat. You're getting it wrong. You're not even in the ballpark. You're in the wrong game. And that's that. So when we're going to talk about nonsense about don't we need more dollars in the system, and you're talking nonsense. You're on the wrong side of the trade. You're not even in the game. You're not even in the game. And if you don't want to hear that, no one else is telling you that. You have other people painting you pretty narratives using confusing terminology and words. They can't even make themselves believe what they're saying. And if you're believing it because out of ignorance, it's not because I don't think that you, by the way, are to blame. You're not part of the problem because you're not the person out there screaming like, oh no, this is deflationary. Just wait. I think it's out of ignorance and it's out of pure innocent ignorance. There's no problem with that. But you're here asking questions and it's for a reason. And I'm here taking the time to help you, to get you on the right side of the trade. It's important. Anyway, that's that. I don't know how we got there, but that we did. I bought 150,000 Bitcoin at $53,000. I'm completely, what? Jeff, hold on, brother. Watch the show. You'll be fine. Oh, look at this. Pure Vita last night bringing the fire. Inflation. You want to track inflation, by the way. The $1,200 stimulus that went into Bitcoin, do you remember that? That wasn't too long ago. That was less than a year ago. Is now worth $6,495. That's a positive feedback loop. That should amplify this with this new round of stimulus. This needs to get in front of more people. If your neighbor, if your mom, if anyone you know were to understand when they receive that $1,200, how they put that into Bitcoin, it would be a 4x from now, 5x from now. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden it's going to start making sense. Do we need more dollars? Are you kidding? You're destroying your children's future. Anyway, fun. What else? Jeff, hang out, watch what's going on over here. By the way, this Ali, beautiful. Ali's, watching the Money Masters on YouTube after your recommendation. Totally mind-blowing. You got to check out the comments on this, right? Everyone's like, oh my goodness, mind blown. Like, this is red. You have to watch this weekend. It's absolutely, it's epic. I watched this, I think it was back in like 2006, 2007. YouTube, man, YouTube has changed the world, right? This is my first red pill that I ever took. And it's the most important red pill. Understanding money, how it's created, who controls it. This is absolute beauty. Watch this over here really quick. Listen to the 20 seconds here with me.
Before Wellington's own courier, Rothschild hurried to the...
What he's talking about here is how this is during the battle at Waterloo, France and the UK, right? And they were talking about how the Rothschilds had all their agents at the battle. They knew who won before the UK government and people did. Why? Because who runs the world, right? So he found Lord Rothschild found out basically 24 hours before everyone else what had happened. He goes down to the London Stock Exchange that morning. He looks totally defeated. Sullen eyes, face down, and he doesn't say a word. He looks like the French won the battle. And he quietly starts selling. And he starts selling, and all of a sudden the market crashes because everyone thinks that they lost the war. Then what happens is he has his agents out there and they start buying up all of the securities on pennies on the dollar. By the end of the day, Lord Rothschild basically owns the whole market and he got it for nothing. It turns out they had won the battle. But, you have to watch this stuff. These people are diabolical. Anyway, I digress. Beautifully, though. Beautifully. Oh, I'm going to get into this in a second. I'm going to get into that in a second. But first, let's get into strong signal over here. Gene over here on Ethereum saying the only line that matters. This is a weekly chart of Ethereum. Look at this line in the sand over here. By the way, Gene, right? Go back right with you, brother. Come over here on Ethereum. I only have one line on the chart. It's over here on the 8-hour. It's over here on the 8-hour, but it's the exact same line you got, right? And yours looks pretty and yours looks better. And yeah, it's a really important line over here. Ethereum looks like it is ready to run. Ethereum's been lagging. How come Ethereum is lagging? Everyone's time preference is way off. Everyone's time preference is way. They want everything to happen and they want everything to happen now. Right? Well, hold on. Andy, I got to see what you're saying. I'm finally watching the Money Masters. I'm finally woke. There are answers I've been looking for my whole life, wondering why no matter what I do, I feel like you're an indentured servant. Jordan, you're the truth. Andy, that's awesome. Andy, that makes my day right there. That makes my day right there. Ethereum, by the way, what are we off over here? We off 30%? 30%. Ooh, that's tasty. But Jordan, I'm going to wait till Ethereum breaks over 2,000 and is up 30%. And then I'm going to FOMO and be like, I bought Ethereum at $22,000. Did I do the right thing? Right? No. This Ethereum 30% into an important level. Let's look again over at Gene's level. It's absolute perfect over here. Right? Boom, boom. Where are you, Gene? Oh, brother, here you are. Look at this level over here. 30% new all-time high. Right? Price discovery, pull back to test that important breakout, right? Retest, coming in for the retest on the weekly. When we resume off here, it drops down to the 8-hour. You can see it playing out. Already had a conquering the market's entry right over there. This is the only line on this chart and the only line that matters right now in the markets. Gene bringing the fire over here. Let's go ahead and start slowly moving those things off. It was brought up in a couple hours from now. We're looking at today the expiration of the Bitcoin futures. Right? What's going on there? Some of you have shared with me what I believe might be an important video about the manipulation taking place. Right? I forgot the name of the mining pool with whatever hedge funds, but with the action taking place in the futures market. It's important. I would like to see it if I have the time, but at the end of the day, it is still, I don't want to call it noise, but it's not signal, right? It's not, it's mild and it's temporary. And I don't like to get caught up in like market fluctuations, and a 30% drawdown on Ethereum in a bull market, and a 30% draw. This is not a 30%. Now we're on 25. A 25% drawdown in Bitcoin at this phase of the bull market cycle. That's all noise, right? At the end of the day, those people are not going to have control. If this is just a couple of days going into futures expiring and we're seeing price, listen, I'm not going to, like, next month at the last Friday of the month, I'm not going to going into that, like let that affect how I position in and out of Bitcoin, or just on the hopes that price might come down. I'm not going to lighten up on a position because anyway, I hope you could understand what I'm saying and why. It's not important for me. It's of interest. This is more of interest for me. I would like to know what's going on over here. This seems more important, more worth my time. But nevertheless, I do sincerely thank you for bringing that to my attention. It's from like Cryptos R Us or something. If that channel sounds familiar to anyone, or if anyone has the video and they want to share it, other people might be interested in it. If I had the time, I would be interested in it because I like to know what's going on with the markets. But at the same time, that's not where my laser eyes are focused, and my laser eyes are focused, right? So you have no idea how dialed I am in right now to the markets. You have no idea how dialed I am right now into the most important trade that matters, which is Bitcoin. And when I say that, therefore, Bitcoin is the rising tide that lifts all boats. That includes Ethereum, and that includes every other altcoin out there, because we're in alt season, right? That's where I'm focused. That's where if you saw in my laser eyes, by the way, let me, we're speaking about laser eyes. Let me go off on a tangent. If you like it, smash the like button. And if you don't, here we go. Jordan, this, boom, boom, boom. If you don't, whatever, I need, this is important here. And if I feel it's important, just open up and listen. Cardano, yeah, Cardano's beautiful, and Cardano over here is pumping. Brandon, by the way, let me call and check this out over here. Hold on, bear with me. Brandon, last night, I was watching Brando's live stream, and I commented over here, great stream, Brandon. I mean, this is a great stream. If you're listening to other people out there, you're doing it wrong, right? Find Brandon on Crypto Trades and Tech. Find Heath. They're conquering the markets all day long. These are students, right? Students of conquering the markets who are out there sharing F2 pool, right? F2 pool, that's what I was looking for before. F2 pool. This stream was fantastic, right? And he is, for the majority, he's taking lessons, my TA, and kind of, he's explaining it in a different, it's beautiful. You have to watch what's going on over here. If you're interested in Cardano, Brandon is strong in on Cardano. Brandon has bit right over here. Look at this comment over there. Knowledge you're dropping, fire. And it was absolutely phenomenal job, Brandon. I hope you're hearing this because I was really, really, really proud of Cardano. That's what brought that up over there. If you're tracking Cardano, you want to be following what the work Brandon's doing. No question about that. Let's look over here quickly on the 8-hour. Cardano is, look at that. That's the breakout, the retest, and it's resuming off. Leading the market. That's versus the US dollar. You could see versus Bitcoin. Just boom. Completely leading the market right now. What happens going into the launch of the mainnet? I happen to think you're going to see a lot of volatility. You're going to see a big sell-off. That's my opinion. I'm not dialed into Cardano per se at all. That's just my experience, whatever that's worth to you from the markets and what markets do. Anyway, let's go back to laser eyes. God love you, brother. God love you, brother. Let's go back to laser eyes over here. Oh, no. We just had that beautiful question. I bought Bitcoin at $53,000. Am I doing it wrong? It's Crypto Trades and Tech. Brandon's Crypto Trades and Tech. From my YouTube channel, you can find a featured channel. Find Heath on Trade Talk and Brandon on Crypto Trades and Tech. Trades and Tech. The New Yorker coming out over there. That's fine. I don't know if Brandon thinks so or not, but I would defer to myself on that. How about that? How do you like them apples? I would defer to myself for sure. If I'm saying something, warrior poet, pay attention, right? Pay attention. Listen, here we go. The 53,000, am I doing it wrong? Look at this look, we were talking about, taking, how will those fractions of Bitcoins look? How is that what was it, $150,000 buy into Bitcoin. How's that going to look when Bitcoin's trading at 160,000? 250,000? Everyone's time preference is way off. Oh, Ethereum is lagging. Oh, I want to be, all right, go ahead and parlay into Cardano right now, right before the mainnet watch. Watch what happens. Ethereum's going to be running. Cardano's going to get spiked off, and you're going to be like, I'm chasing momentum again. You have to be preemptive of momentum. Ethereum is pulled back 30% into the breakout of the all-time high. This is the level to jump into. Nevertheless, also look what we got going on over here. This is a bullish consolidation pattern, right? Title of this video, it looks like Ethereum's getting ready to lead. Watch that play out over here versus Ethereum, Bitcoin too. This is getting steeper, right? Yeah, it continues to be under pressure. Watch what happens over here. Is it going to happen today, Friday, after those futures expire? I have no idea what the catalyst is going to be. I'm not concerned on that. I don't want to call it noise. I think it's important. I think it's worth the time to find out what's going on over there, because it's markets are manipulated. There's no question about that. All right. Either which way. Let's go back over to laser eyes over here. No. Before I do, let me finish this over here, whatever I was talking about. Look, I'm a huge believer. I have 30% of a coin. It took discipline and sacrifice. I didn't find you guys until December. You're still early. Today is the end of February. You're still early. I'm glad we are, Gene, again, I'm glad. Listen, could you believe studying, learning, hoping to learn to trade the next cycle? This is time preference right there. Jacqueline is absolutely crushing it. $53,000. Am I doing it right? Look, studying, learning, hoping to learn trading. The next cycle, I'm going to be prepared. That right there is as fire as you can get. This is the way. This is the way. This is the way. That person is going to receive great success. By the way, she's doing it for her grandchild. This is for me and my grandchild. And imagine, right? Everyone starts out somewhere. Once started out on the right path, the journey gets easier. Could you imagine you're here with us in conquering the markets? Could you imagine, as you are in this journey in the markets, you're here with us? Best community, without a question, without a doubt. It's near and dear to my heart. Let's talk about laser eyes real quick before we get into the markets. We got Brent Johnson, dollar milkshake theory, right? Which played out a long time ago, which played out during the crisis. Let's pull up the DXY over here just so everyone's aware. This is the dollar milkshake theory in action. There's a shortage of dollars in the system, right? No, Stefan. There's an enormous overflow of dollars in the system right now. There are too many dollars. They're all going to China. China has just has a massive amount of US dollars right now, and they're getting ready to deploy it. The system's oversaturated. It's oversaturated on purpose. Otherwise, it would have broke, right? Because if you understand the financial system, it's really easy. It's not so complicated that as you talk, the guy's like, oh, the guy sounds smart, but I have no idea what he's saying. It must be true, right? This was the dollar milkshake theory. This is when the Fed went ahead and increased their monetary supply by an enormous amount, and that's a weak dollar right there, right? So laser eyes, Johnson over here. He's making fun of Michael Goldstein, by the way, right? Who is Michael Goldstein? If you're not familiar, we often refer to this chart over here because this chart over here is massive signal. This chart over here is an important piece of our roadmap. This chart, by the way, this is from the work of our good friend over here, Bitstein, right? This is Michael Goldstein. Hey, Michael, thank you. Thank you. Now, Brent happens to think that Michael doesn't understand money, that Michael doesn't understand technology. What's Bitcoin? He doesn't understand economics or state-sponsored violence. He thinks him and his milkshake understand all that stuff, or him and his old boys club. Old boys club. They understand that. Let them be the ones who put on the hats to talk about that. You have no right. Do you understand, by the way, Michael, that everyone familiar? If you're familiar with the Satoshi Nakamoto Institute, amazing work here. Go ahead and smash the like button. And if you're not, check it out. By the way, this is Michael Goldstein. Oh, wow. What do we have over here? Did you go to literature? If you want to know anything about Bitcoin, this is like, up in, where is it up in? Is it Norway? They have the seed vault, right? Up in the ice, inside the ground. Every seed on the planet Earth up in that vault. This is the Bitcoiner seed vault over here. Oh, but what does Michael know? Michael doesn't understand money. Michael doesn't understand technology, right? Only I laser-eyed. Yeah, he is laser-eyed, by the way, Brent Johnson, right? Look. Anyway, Raul gets into it. And he's like, listen, I'm in the old boys club. I know what's going on. Raul, pal. Yeah, I fell for Raul, but months ago it became early. Everyone following me months ago, I really got onto Raul and understand. That's as if he was pumping XRP. As he was innocently because I haven't taken the time to research it, buying bags of XRP and pumping it to everyone else out of ignorance. I understood Raul does not understand what's going on over here. Now Anthony Pompilano, by the way, this past year, I realized the only reason that I was subscribed to Real Vision when I saw the Anthony Pompilano interview on Real Vision, I was like, okay, this is worth my money, right? So is it Real Vision? Anyway, let's go. Raul's jumping in over here, and he's like, yeah, the institutions, this is toxic, blah, blah, blah. And Anthony puts them in their place. Completely false. The biggest advocates of Bitcoin are all meme lords, or all meme lords. Excuse me, don't get triggered today. All meme lords. Michael Saylor, Elon Musk, Kamath, etc. It's funny to watch you guys debate the memes while the rest of us are memeing Bitcoin onto corporate balance sheets, pension funds, and financial institutions. Anyway, some people didn't like the fact that we were talking about that. And he goes on, by the way. Of course, these guys don't really believe Bitcoiners are going to conform to banksters. They don't understand Bitcoin. They don't understand Bitcoiners. And it's the only reason Bitcoin is because of the Bitcoiners. It's because Michael Saylor said when they tried to hard fork Bitcoin, Bcash, Roger Ver, I think that I'm bigger than Bitcoin, that the Bitcoiners stood behind Bitcoin and defended it. That's the strength of Bitcoin. Anthony gets that. What I'm trying to help you is understand that it's not about the banksters. It's not about the institutions. Bitcoin did not need Elon Musk. Elon Musk needed Bitcoin. Until you understand that, you don't. Listen to Bill Miller. By the way, Bill Miller, one of the first people on board with Amazon, years ago on board with Bitcoin. This guy's an absolute legend of Wall Street. Ross Stevens, you heard in the MicroStrategy Conference. Kathy Wood, ARK Investments. Jack Dorsey, they get it. You guys are wrong, and I'm finished with them. I'm totally tired of that like macro guy. You're not even, if you want to watch macro and understand macro, watch the 2 videos we did in the afternoon updates. If you want to understand macro, but these guys who think that they understand markets, think they understand money, think they understand technology, they're missing it. They're missing it, and it's dangerous. I'm trying to help you out here, making sure that you understand the danger. Anyway, where does that bring us now? Did I watch the Macro Voices again? The only other place that I know back in January, February, understood what was going on. Lynn just spoke on Macro Voices. I tried. Thank you for the heads out. I do appreciate it. I tried listening to it. I got a little. It was a little boring. I'm a big fan of Lynn though. Anyway, let's get into the charts. All right. What do we got going over here? We have about S&P just opened a few minutes ago. S&P, the equity markets just opened a few minutes ago. Let's watch what they do today. We're watching the 10-year, by the way, into resistance yesterday, into heavy resistance, spiking down. Let's see what happens into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, right? Are the equity markets going to catch? What happens, by the way, if the dollar continues to trade down? What happens if the dollar breaks down outside of this pattern over here, right? What happens out of this bear flag? It breaks down, takes out this 88.40 support, and then tumbles. If we have rising yields and a sinking dollar, what does that mean? Markets are probably going to like that, right? Equity markets will continue to go up. Is rising yields a problem for the equity markets? I don't think so. I've been clear and on point to that for the past week as this is happening. I think that right now we're just seeing a nice little pullback, right? We had a breakout. It was slapped back down. That was, what's going on over there? That's obviously not good, right? Get back on the sidelines. Wait till we get another breakout over here. But erasing this from your memory, what we're still seeing over here, this is down like this. This is a bullish consolidation pattern. There's no reason to worry. There's no reason to FOMO. Everything looks good. Nasdaq bouncing a little bit more today off of the support over here. It's still, again, it's very, when you're looking at a sharp decline like this, usually the bounce up is pretty strong. Look over here. These are occurrences when you have that sharp angle down, sharp and quick. Usually the bounces are quick up from that. That's happening in Bitcoin right now. You could see in Bitcoin right now, it's a sharper angle. Usually the snapbacks from this are quick and steep. All right. What else? If the dollar breaks down, will we see WTI break up? Or the 15 years? Yeah. No. Yes. You're talking about WTI, right? So we're looking at this. I'm going to come down to the 3-day. This was bought up by, I forgot, it was announced in the show. Eric was pointing out, going back to 2008, this wedge pattern that's developing here on WTI. Eric pointed this out this week, and you could see, that looks like we broke out from my trend line over there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I don't have the image. It was in yesterday's live stream. He was looking on the weekly chart over here, and he was basically showing that we look like we're in a wedge pattern. We look like we're getting ready to break out. It's clear as day. This is why I stay on the 8-hour though. You just saw, by the way, on both WTI and on Ethereum, because Gene, rightfully so, was looking at the weekly chart because it makes sense. You could see it clearly. But I had both those things played out perfectly on the 8-hour chart, right? This is why I stay on the 8-hour chart for myself. But then again, you're talking about, wow, I don't know. It must be like 14, 15 years trading on the 8-hour chart. So either which way, my mouse just froze up. So I'm going to be talking for a moment with all of you. I've been having a little bit of intermittent disconnectivity with my mouse on this Mac. I'm not sure what that's all about or what that is. Nevertheless, it's nice to take a second over here to sit back and just be aware of the fact that I'm here with all of you. What a blessing. I love what we do together. I'm grateful for it. I got a little fired up this morning. And why? Because people that are on the wrong side of the market and stay on the wrong side of the market for almost 12 months, for a year, and have people who don't know listening to them, who don't understand markets, who don't understand money, technology, right? And they think, wow, this person sounds smart. I like what he's saying. And then they go ahead and they position accordingly, and they get really hurt. That's personal to me, because I care about each and every one of you. That's really personal to me, right? So if you see me getting fired, because it's been a year that you're on the wrong side of the market, and now you're like, okay, I was wrong, but I think everyone else is wrong, and I think that eventually the market's going to catch up to my trade. That's what? What else do we have to? I cannot wait. I'm going to just go ahead and check if this is back. I cannot wait. I want to talk about gold and silver. Here we go. We're connected again. I cannot wait to do this afternoon's live stream over here. I think it's going to be one of our most important sessions to date. That includes the session that we did on Bitcoin lightly leveraged about 4 weeks ago. It includes the one we did on pushing the trades. It includes the one we did on how I'm going to exit Bitcoin, my exit plans, what I'm exiting into and why, right? Anyway, I'm so excited for that. What else are we looking at? Let's take a look. There we go. We see an Ethereum riding up against Bitcoin over here. Of course, Cardano's leading the way. Do you see the angle of this sharpness? Do you see the Gene's line over here? Testing the breakout over there, the all-time high, coming in and retesting that important level, getting ready to resume out of it. We're in the midst of alt season, right? Now, people are talking about whatever numbers. I put out where you exit Ethereum. On the Bitcoin playlist is a video titled Ethereum Price Prediction, Where to Exit, and Altcoins During the Bull Market Phase. Probably the second most people are talking about $10,000, $20,000 Ethereum. You're looking at Ethereum trading at 1,500. By the way, it's highly speculative. Bitcoin is proven technology. Ethereum is highly speculative technology. What are gas fees, by the way? Is the market going to work it all out? I hope so. I hope so, right? I root for it. But either which way, you're looking at a massive. This is getting ready to spike up as we come into that important level over here on a 30% drawdown. People are wondering, whoa, why is Ethereum lagging? No, Ethereum's not lagging. Ethereum's, into price discovery up to $2,000. It's leading Bitcoin in 2020. It's leading Bitcoin in 2021. It just pulled back a little bit, right? If you're focused over here because you feel like you missed out on Cardano and things like that, well, we did talk about Cardano as it broke out over here, much lower than that. It was 30 cents. Brandon's been looking at that since 10 cents, right? I'm sorry. That's not Cardano US dollar. That's what I wanted to look at. We're following it down over here, right? Brandon was following it since 10 cents. But at that point, Bitcoin was eating, right? The right asset to be obviously was in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was running. Ethereum was running. Cardano not playing catch up into the launch of the mainnet. Watch what happens as it comes in. Where are we? And what do I want to do? Let me focus in first on gold, right? Gold right over here is very interesting, and it's becoming more and more interesting every day. Jordan, yields are rising. Don't you understand that we're not going to see in the next few months silver making new all-time highs? I'm talking about silver as I look at gold, because silver is going to, outperform gold in this environment. We really dialed into that yesterday. If you're not watching or spending time every day, you have to decide what's important for you, right? That's what it all comes down to. We just talked about that, Carlos. Anyway, boom, 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 boom. Sorry about that. I was reading something and I just got caught up a little, but it's Friday. We worked hard all week. I could do that. Over here, we're seeing gold at a very important place over here. It's down towards the support, right? I don't care about the rates. The rates rising right now are just suppressing the price of gold. We looked at Peter Schiff and how on point he was talking about the fact that right now the gold market's under pressure. It's prohibiting silver from running. And the reason gold is under pressure right now is because people are watching rates rise, but they're not understanding the only reason rates are rising is because the massive amount of debt the government's taking on. And eventually this is going to come back into play, and gold and silver are both going to be running. And he's right about that. Now, timing is everything. Right now, timing is everything. And it's a matter of time. But you could see, look at this beautiful consolidation pattern. This thing is getting ready to break out. My only guess is that possibly you could have a capitulation first. If we break down this way hard and fast, and probably towards this 1695 area, resistance, turn support, that would be the golden opportunity, since it's gold. The golden opportunity. I'm setting it up because it could happen. And if it happens, I want you to be prepared. A lot of people might be selling their gold because a lot of people are they're like FOMOing. That would be FOMOing out of fear. Not the fear of missing out, the fear that you get. But this is my spot. If we come into here, do I want a big position of gold? No. Why? You like gold, Jordan. You're a gold bug. You love gold. Yeah. And at the top of the Bitcoin bull cycle, I'll be taking a nice position in gold for select instruments and for good reasons. But that's not now. Silver's going to run, right? Look at silver as gold is suppressed downwards like this. This is gold right now. This is gold in here. And silver's already breaking out. Broke out, retest, resumption up, and it's consolidated. This is bullish. This morning on Twitter, this morning on YouTube somewhere, someone's like, yeah, you really think that silver's going to make new all-time highs? I mean, not all-time highs, new yearly highs here anytime in the next 3 months? I doubt it. Yeah, it could do it next week. Who knows? This looks entirely bullish to me, right? The rising yields. Yeah, I told you ahead of time. As everyone was freaking out about the rising yields, I'm like, what are you talking about? They're into heavy resistance. Let's see what happens. Right? What else are we looking at today, fam? I'm going to focus it on the important signal right here. If you're here right now, for whatever reason, whatever you want to call it, you're here, right? People are looking for buy and sell signals. You're doing it wrong. You're never going to be profitable in the markets at all. But if you stop looking to trade because you don't know how to trade, and if you're asking anyone or if you're looking for buy and sell signals, you're going to lose all of your money quickly. You're in a rush to lose your money and you're going to lose it. There are, we're not talking several. There is significant in italics and bold, people who follow this channel regularly whether it's for 3 months, whether it's for 6 months, or whether it's for a year or longer, who make significant amount of money. If you want to be one of those people, stop trading and start listening and start learning and start investing your time here, and you're going to be one of those people. You got to put in the effort, you got to put in the time, and you got to put in the work. And guess what? You have to change your time preference because it's all not coming to you today. It's all not coming to you today. It's Friday morning. New York is open. If you're looking to take a new position right now, you're doing it wrong. You are doing it wrong. Now, that's crypto aside. Crypto trades 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We're looking at what's going on. I'm trying to bring to you where the signal is. I know you got a lot of people who think that they're slick and smart. Like, oh yeah, if you're looking for a position in Cardano this morning because it's up 5% leading, you're doing that wrong, right? Here's Cardano, by the way, right? Here's Cardano. Here's the trend line break. Here's the breakout. Here's the retest, and then the resumption off. That's conquering the markets all day long. That's not chasing anything. That's doing something methodically and doing it with high probability, understand what's going on. Conquering the markets all day long. If you're sitting here and you're like, buy, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to get wrecked. All right? So, what else? Almost 1,000 likes. We got almost what this is, by the way, big shout out. This is probably, we have 16 dislikes in here this morning. It's probably the most disliked video of the week. And that's good. Why? Because I'm here to weed out those that don't belong. I am completely here to weed you out. I listen, many are called, few will make it. Few will make it. I'm here to weed out. If you don't belong here, if you're not going to make this group better, if you don't have a growth mindset, if you don't have the correct time preference, if you don't have a positive attitude, if you're not looking to help others, if you don't understand, then you're gone, and that's for the good of the group. I could care less. Now, everyone knows everybody is important to me, and I care. I genuinely care for each and every your success. Lives have been changed. Like just this week, someone's like, I was able to pay off my mortgage because of this channel. That's the real deal right there. That's the real deal right there. Someone taking has a 30% of a full Bitcoin position since finding this channel in December. That's the real deal right there, trying to build a future for their family, but most importantly, understanding it's not about today and right now. They're preparing for the next cycle. That person, what their life is going to look like 4 and 5 years from now, is going to be significantly better than yours in each and every way. So, there we go. I was hoping to get a few more. We got 3 more. I was hoping to get a few more, right? Because I want you gone. That's the thing. I don't want you here. Some people do, check your sound quality. Anyway, where are we going? Thank you, Eduardo. I love having you here. Love having you, everyone here. Right? Gemma. You're such a beautiful person. Look at Gemma. This is conquering the markets all day long. Gemma doesn't want to leave anyone behind. She's like, no. I'm sorry, Jordan came off a little hard on you. Listen, this will change your life. Go ahead and undo that. Hang out and stay. Yeah, Gemma, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I didn't see it, Anthony. I don't see it. I didn't see the Jesus meme, but I don't know that Jesus belongs in memes, right? I personally like icons, something that portray the Lord with the dignity that God really deserves. So I didn't see it, but I'll check it out later. Listen, this was brought up yesterday on the channel. And we showed the video. It was Lynn Alden. Yeah, Lynn Alden on Twitter. If you go to Lynn Alden on Twitter, recently she posted her February newsletter update. And she's talking about what would happen. What are the scenarios where the Fed will introduce the yield curve? And that's the expert. That's the why. If you want to dig into there and understand all the different scenarios that could play out, you have to follow that. It's Lynn Alden on Twitter. Or you go to lynnalden.com, find her February newsletter, read all about that. That's what you're looking for. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to get you to where you need to be to find out what you need to do, right? What else? That's fine, Jade. I'm all good. Gemma is really nice. Gemma is a gem. That's for sure. Brother, next time you could just give a smash the like, comment. Thank you for really supporting this channel. Thank you for your presence here. That what means the most to me. That's what means the most to me. All right, what else are we looking at? There, Daniel, thank you. Seeking truth with conviction. Seeking truth with conviction. And that, I think, Daniel, that comes from my faith and the pursuit of truth. Thank you, Daniel. That just made my day. Thank you, brother. No, I don't have thoughts on the Gollum project whatsoever. Right? What else are we looking at? It just turned into a Friday. Ask me anything a little bit, right? Fire Matcha PK. Big shout out, PK, and to each and every one of you. I cannot express to you my gratitude for what we do and what we share every day. For what we do and what we share every day. It's been a phenomenal week. The sessions have been absolute fire, going on 2 weeks now, right? Look, I'm so grateful. It's because of you I'm able to do and share what I do with all of you. So I'm grateful for it. I understand the value of what's happening at this particular moment in time here, right? In this short year, what we've done, what we've accomplished, right? There's no one that even comes close to standing up to what we provide and what we do here. And I'm glad to sharing that with all of you, right? So I got 4 children. Congratulations. With 1 on the way. That's beautiful, Sean. Congratulations. We have our 6th on the way as well. I'm trusting in Bitcoin and your advice to be a life raft for my family. Sean, right? Listen, I'm here. It's so dialed in, it's ridiculous. So dialed. Wait till you see what I share. I know you'll be there, Sean. 40 minutes from now. I am so dialed in. You cannot be if you're not as dialed in as we are. There's no way that you're going to be able to trade the bull market, the bull of all bulls, with the accuracy that we do and take advantage of what's here, right? This is why I'm so dialed in. It's so important. This is why I'm not focused on what's going on with XQR, because it doesn't matter. It sincerely doesn't matter. What matters is Bitcoin. What matters is this Bitcoin bull market. What matters is changing lives. Sean, you have to do the research. A lot of people, and I hear it over and over and over and over again, was Jordan, your conviction really got me to pursue and learn more about Bitcoin. I took the position and I'm continuing to learn more all the time and now feel like I understand it. Thank you. They're not like, Jordan, you told me to buy Bitcoin and I did it. And now, no, they're like, you got me. They gave me the incentive to go out there. You gave me even resources, who I should follow, who I should look at to learn more about Bitcoin. Speaking of resources over here, and once again, just a big shout out over there to Michael, right? Michael Goldstein, Laser Eyes, right? Brent, you're going to come out of Bitcoin or you're going to get Anthony Pompolano, much respect, picking sides over there versus the macro crew and being like, no. You guys don't get it. You guys don't get it. These guys are changing the world and you guys are debating what as you sit on the wrong side of the trade, right? Anyway, Michael, thank you for the work. Thank you for this chart over here. Satoshi Nakamoto Institute. That's the treasure trove of cyberpunk information right there. That's the treasure trove right there. Anyway, where are we at? So will you retake a little Bitcoin position early in the bear market to keep using BlockFi credit card or simulate payment twos? I mean, I'm a big fan of BlockFi. I have taken a pretty big position in BlockFi. And, I've told people in the past year, it's the only place I bought Bitcoin. And it's a fantastic experience. I like the fact that BlockFi is collecting collateral. Exchanges are giving up their Bitcoin. And in this moment, whoever holds the Bitcoin, right? You see Grayscale collecting that Bitcoin. They're not selling it, right? You see Square, another $170 million of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, the engineer, right? The financial engineer, getting ready to take down the central banking system, raising money for basically zero and buying another $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, right? Try to catch MicroStrategy, try to catch them. But the credit card is gimmicky. That's fine. I want one just to be like I have a BlackFi credit card, right? Or debit card or whatever it is. But it's gimmicky. Don't do it for that. But you should with a small portion of your money, right? Again, you want to watch the exit plans. And this 12 months over here, this year, this is a place to attack. This is a place to make money. You have to do it smart. You have to do it correct. And the good thing about it is you have a year to play with over here. So you're only playing capital gains, right? You have to. So anyway, we're not right now. I'm hyper focused between here and here so that I get this right. A lot of people are going to get this wrong. I will be one of the few who gets this right. That's for sure. You're going to have a lot of people out there. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. Hyper Bitcoinization. I don't even want to call it the super cycle because that's just someone rebranding a name of something that that Bitcoiners have game played out a decade ago, right? Whatever. It's all good in the hood. Yeah. So this is a good question. Not an honest question. It's a good question. I got the halving cycle, but it seems like it's only a few years of data. Yeah, it's only 12 years of data. How do you have that much confidence in that model with limited historical data? Well, you see, the thing about Bitcoin is that the monetary supply is coded into it. It's coded monetary supply. We know what's going to happen with Bitcoin. We know what the maximum supply is. We know what the circulating supply is today. Do you know what the circulating supply on Ethereum is? Do you know what the max supply of Ethereum is? No, it's impossible to know, right? But that's fine. Bitcoin, we know that. Do you know what the circulating supply of dollars are right now? Of dollars? No. Do we need to print more dollars to add to this? No. We have too many dollars. Are you kidding me? They're completely destroying our children's future and our own, by the way. But it's coded monetary supply. I know when the next halving date is. I know when the miner's reward for confirming the network every 10 minutes is going to be cut in half. And I know the supply shock that is going to send through the market. And I know that supply shock, just like over here, just several months ago, people were like, the halving's priced in. What? No, I took my position. I knew what's up. I had confidence that I knew that I'd done my homework. And is it a model? Yeah. Could it break? Has it broken before? Yeah. I pointed out to you, and for a year, someone said Michael Saylor just said that, well, the Bitcoin, the model broke in March during the crisis. I've been saying that for 11 months. For 11 months, you've heard me repeat that over and over. This was the model breaking. The model broke. It's not the first time the model broke. The model broke over here as the ASICs entered. The model broke, right? Will it break again? Yes. Is it going to break in 2021? I don't know. It just broke to the downside. If it breaks again, it looks like it might break to the upside, right? If I see at the time to exit, right, towards the end of September, as I'm looking for that exit for when it comes, I will let you know. I can't tell you a price and I can't tell you a date, but I can tell you I'm going to get out at the top. As I exit, if all of a sudden the model breaks and we start making new all-time highs again, right? And that's happening into January 2022. You rest assured, I'm going to be fully long Bitcoin and more. There's no question about it. What else? Yeah, Brent sold some Bitcoin, $27,000. Sold some at $38,000. Yeah, Brent, go get yours. And all right, what was his position? What else? Yeah, but no, you're so early, brother. You're so early, right? Yeah, the beautiful. But next cycle, I will be so ready, right? And we have this cycle here. There's so much left in this cycle, right? There's so much left in this cycle. And then we have this beautiful area over here. This is like my mouth starting to salivate area. And then we're going to do it all again. Beautiful. Wes, thank you for everything that you add to this community for so long. So grateful for you. I share everything I've learned here with my friends and family, right? I want to share everything I've learned to spread the word and help make lives better. This is conquering the markets all day long. Thank you, Wes. Absolutely. People thumbs down and lies being changed over here. Why? Because you listen. Go ahead and buy dot. Buy dot. No. Sell dot. No. You got to come in. Theta's on the move. Go ahead and buy Theta. I think it's going. Are you kidding? Those people are killing you. None of those people are making money. None of those people are making money. People in here are making massive money. Not a little bit of money. Real life-changing money. You have no idea about the markets though. Right? Just joined the course. Excited to learn with the community. It was the screenshots of the community chat that finally convinced me. That Dan, thanks for letting me know that. I'm not here to pump things up. I never do that. But it's a treasure. It's an absolute treasure. And it's the only place that I learn from, right? In the morning, I'm checking what you guys are all talking about on Discord. So thank you for that. Thank you for all of you, right? What else are we looking at? Wow. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Let me check in over here. S&P giving back its gains, or so far, right? Right now, here's what's happening in the markets. You got a bunch of people in seeing the S&P's going negative. S&P's been open 30 minutes now. They're coming in. They're chasing the momentum, then selling. Let's see where we are at the end of the day. Dollar strong today. Dollar, just by the way, do you see this over here? Do you see this bear flag? It's come off the support of the bear flag. Also notice this, that I don't want to get down too far over here, but you can see that trend line over there where we're making what? We're making lower swing highs all week, right? A break above here, that's taking us back into this trend line over here, extending that bull flag. That's also my trend. This is a big area right over here. I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to highlight it really dark right over here because that's my channel trend line. Above there, right? That coming in right now, más o menos 91.82. Above there, that's what I'm going to be like, all right, dollar strengthening now. Let's get on point and let that signal. That's early, right? A dollar bull. I'm a dollar bull. A year later, oh, look, I was right. Come on. You got to be kidding me. How do you do that? How do you do that and sleep well at night? How do you sleep well at night knowing that you're completely taking advantage of people? I don't know. Anyway, I digress. Jordan, using the stock to flow model and expecting 70K for the next bottom and 85 retracement, it would mean a top of 450. Yeah. Vic, thank you for doing the math on that. I really appreciate it. So a couple of thoughts, and they're going to be brief. And Vic, I'm going to say I really wish that I really hope that you are in this live training session today. But where I want to go to, I'm looking for Plan B's chart over there, the stock to flow. I don't have it up on the chart over there. I got to make sure all these charts are ready to go over here. All right. So sorry, Vic. So listen, I don't use the stock to flow model personally at all. I do use the pretty charts with the color coded how many months to having. I love them. Thank you, Plan B, right? Whether or not 70K is going to be in the next bottom, you all know I have my eyes on 70K as being the area that will be the next bottom, but we're not going to know that for approximately, let's call it 5 or 6 more weeks. In 5 or 6 more weeks, we're going to have a good idea of what the bear market bottom will be. And at that point, if it was 70K and assuming an 85% retracement, that would mean a top over $450,000. What are my thoughts on that, Vic, was what you're asking. Well, my thought is let's wait those 5 or 6 weeks until we say, okay, I think that this is going to be the bottom. Assuming it's 70K, what do I think about $450,000 top? Vic, I'm not blinking at all. I'm not blinking at all, right? And I just, Vic, I hope that you're in this afternoon session, this morning's live training session. I really hope you are. That's awesome what you just shared. And if you're not, I mean, I just want to invite you, but I don't have the logistics to do that right now. How do I think about Aave? Yeah, Aave's on my list of projects to watch during my select list of all coins. If you were trading alts, I think the best way to do it is to make a basket. These are the alts that I would include in my basket, not including Monero. Monero is just there for fun watching. I wouldn't include Monero, and I wouldn't include Litecoin. But everything above Litecoin, I would include in that basket because you don't know which is going to pump and when, right? You're looking to, yeah, it's in the basket. Mark Cuban's pumping it. That's really what I think about it right now. I think Mark Cuban's pumping it. Dun, 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 bum, bum. Yeah, that's for those that have joined the training program that are involved in conquering the markets, the CTM group, Warrior Poet. And not only that one, every single past training session. All right. So, what are we doing? What are we doing? Waiting for futures to expire, right? Watching over here. Bitcoin pulled back down in a sharp. This is a very, very getting ready. I think the snap up's going to be big, by the way. Ethereum also into the gene. All massive important line over here. The only line in the chart, the only line that matters, the gene line. And look how it's pulled back into that, right? It looks like we're getting ready for a nice, massive move up on Bitcoin. Not on Bitcoin, on crypto. I think it's going to be led by Ethereum, right? The title of this video. And you can see that so far today, Ethereum leading versus Bitcoin. Listen, right or wrong, you have to know how to manage your risk. Is this a place in time right now during this not only Bitcoin bull market phase as Bitcoin is pulled back 24%, but this also alt season as Ethereum is also pulled back 25-30% into a really important that you want to be looking to add to your positions, right? I mean, it seems like a golden spot. Should we get out of Ethereum right now? Yeah, you should get out of Ethereum. You should probably get out of the markets. Yeah, I would get out of Ethereum and the markets if I were you, because you're going to save yourself a lot of money, to be honest. And to keep it real, if you're asking if you should get out of Ethereum right now, you should not only get out of Ethereum, you should get out of the markets. You know? And that's just straight fact. Yeah, so this is a great question. It's an important question today as we're looking at the last Friday of the month and CME futures expire. There seems to be some shenanigans going on with I forget, I don't know even the name of the mining pool, and some hedge funds taking short positions in the CME futures market. You know, at the end of the day, they're going to get burnt. I never really understood, if you want to play those type of games, why you don't play them to the upside during the bull market. But you know what? They're gonna get lucky until all of a sudden, you see a press release. Oracle just took a $1 billion Bitcoin position. Faces melted off. Another Melvin Capital wrecked. Needs another multi-billion-dollar hedge fund needing a massive bailout. Otherwise, the system's going to break. Listen, it's all games, and it's nothing that I'm concerned about, obviously. We are seeing right now, no, I don't see the Dow in a free fall. If you're not used to what a free fall looks like, go back and look what was happening during last year. This is free fall. This is limit down. This is when the markets are crashing. Like, imprint this in your brain. Because this is when the markets, why were the markets crashing? I don't know. There was this super contagious, supposedly super deadly virus going around the world that the world went on lockdown for. Oh, markets are crashing. Let's destroy that to the downside. Are the markets crashing right now? I don't see it. Are we going to be limit down today? I wouldn't bet on it, you know. Yeah, fun in Israel. We got a winner here. Fun in Israel. Nothing new under the sun. Bitcoin's headed down and down and down. Yeah. Anyway, I'm attracting winners over here. I'm going to have to change up my titles and make sure that we continue to attract people who belong here, right? And make sure that we continue to make sure that this place is quality over quantity. I'm not concerned with attracting people. I'm concerned with bringing people into this fold that are going to be able to benefit, to learn, not only change their life, but change the lives of those around them and make a real difference in the world. I'm here to change the world, you know? So there we are, friends and family. Friends and family, you got to listen. If you're going to come out with some nonsense like that, you're going to take it like that, right? Don't come here looking for attention. Come here looking to learn and to change your life and to better your life, and you will. If you put that time in, you will. That's the real deal, right? This is a very special place, and I'm going to do everything in my power to keep it special, right? So there it is. Everyone, it's Friday. What are we going to go out with today? What are we going to go out? We're going to go with some head snack to have a little bit of fun, first of all. So we're going to do that fun. Maybe I'll come back, say a few words, and then I'm going to go ahead and prepare for this epic training session. So how do we go? Videos. System audio on. Here we go. Boom.
Analyzing the charts, hitting projected targets within the margin. Find the flow, sip a matcha, and wait for the waves to come in with lobsters. The kind-hearted Jordan Fosters, working smarter, not harder to move the markers. On his way to conquer, trading and investing, drinking the coffee while reflecting on the blessing. The markets are not crashing, the prices might be slashing, just to pretend they're in fashion. Hit the like button, comments, and smash it. Boom, boom, Jordan in the room, grab the bull by the horns and to the moon. Throw from the plateau, make the play. Boom, boom, it's a taco day.
It's a taco day. It's a taco day.
No. Oh, no. I just crushed it. I just crushed it. And we missed it. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was a good rant. That was a great rant. And it was fun. But it's not part of the stream. I got to prepare for our trading session, everyone. I got to prepare. Oh, that was so good. Anyway. Anyone. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I was talking about how, as we were seeing the equity markets under pressure yesterday, as we were seeing the lesser markets, the equity markets under pressure yesterday because of those rising yields, because of everyone freaking out as rates came into resistance, that, listen, the crypto was holding up relatively well. Now, I don't know if we lost the trend line over here and came down taking out that lower low. Was that because of what was taking place in the equity markets and the pressure on the markets and the uncertainty, or that have more to do with the manipulation taking place over here with the CME futures? I don't have the answer to that. I don't know, but I do know that Bitcoin off 22% at this point in the bull market phase. Strategy number 2, 3 ways to trade the Bitcoin bull market. That's a place to begin looking to lean in for sure. However, just so you understand what I'm looking at over here, this area, I don't think this holds. If we come down and test a little bit below or towards this $41,000 area over here, that would be a 30% pullback. I don't think that holds. Be prepared for, let me delete that. Be prepared for a bigger pullback. 35% pullback towards 37,500. If we come into this area over here, expect a bigger pullback. Be mentally prepared for it. It looks like that's what's going to happen if we don't break out here to the upside. And maybe once the CME futures expire, maybe you're going to see crypto start to rally, right? Led by Ethereum. Bitcoin also doing its thing over here. We'll see. There's still no sound? No. Did you guys hear that or no? Oh, wow. No sound. Well, that's interesting. All right, everyone. We're going to call it a day then. Oh, you could hear me. Perfect. All right. Okay, everybody. Really, thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful session. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, everyone. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll talk to you soon.